¿Cómo están? Hoy vamos a trabajar con palabras indefinidas y negativas, or indefinite and negative words. So what are indefinite words? Like its name says it, are words that are non-specific. Words that in English could be someone or something. And negative words are words that contradict a statement or deny the existence of something or someone. So in Spanish, every indefinite word has a corresponding negative word. Let's look at them. We have first algo. It's only used for subjects as well as nada, only for subjects. Algo means something, nada means nothing. Then we have alguien. It's used to talk about people. Alguien, someone, somebody, anyone. Then we have the corresponding negative word, nadie, also only used to talk about people. Means no one, nobody, not anyone. Then we have alguno, alguna, algunos, algunas. Look that these ones are going to work just like adjectives. They have to agree in gender and number according to our subject. We also have algún, which is the short version of alguno. Alguno means some or any. Then we have the word ninguno, ninguna, and the short version ningún. These ones mean no, none, not any. Ningún and algún are the short version that are used when they are placed before the subject and the subject is a masculine subject or object. Okay? Then we have o or o, which means either and or. And then ni and ni, which mean neither nor. Have siempre, always, nunca, never, también, also, too, tampoco, neither, not either. Like I said, alguien and nadie are used for people, to talk about people. So there are some cases, not always, when we're gonna use these ones with a personal a. Let's look at some examples. We have estamos esperando conocer a alguien famoso. Famoso. And no espero conocer a alguien famoso. Okay. We also have a nadie le gusta levantarse temprano. Okay, let's look at the sentences. Estamos esperando conocer a alguien famoso. We have the personal a. Let's change the color so we can see. A alguien. We are expecting to meet or to know someone famous. It's a question, so are we expecting to meet someone famous? So we have alguien, a alguien. The answer, no espero conocer a alguien famoso. Again, we're using someone famous. Since it's used to refer about people, we're going to use that a. a nadie. Nadie is also used for people only, so that's why we're going to use it for a. Le gusta levantarse temprano, wake up early. Like I said, this happens sometimes, but not in all the cases. Okay, let's look also at the words algún and ningún. Just to remind you, these are the short version of alguno and ninguno. They mean just exactly the same, but they are only used when placed in front of the subject, and this one is masculine and singular noun. Okay? Okay, so when we have negative sentences, there are two ways to form. One is using the negative word after the verb. Por ejemplo, nadie habla japonés. And it's a perfect example because we're using nadie, but we're not using the personal a, because like I said, it happens sometimes. Nadie habla japonés. Our negative word goes before the verb. Then we have another way to form negative sentences. We place the word no before the verb and then the negative word after the verb. So let's look at an example. Nosotros no lavamos nada. So what's our verb here? Lavar, right? That's our action. We have the no before the action, the verb, no. And then negative word after the verb, nada. Remember? Nada is part of our list of negative words. And we have it right after the verb lavar. Although in English it's incorrect to do this, to have no and nada together in the same sentence, in Spanish it is acceptable. Let's look at another example. No te cepillas el pelo nunca. We have again the no before the verb. Oh boy, it's not working. No before the verb or action, te cepillas el pelo. And then the word nunca, never. In English, this will be you never brush your hair. In Spanish, we have to have the double negation to make it work. Another example is nunca vi a nadie que conozca que conoce esa tienda. Nunca vi a nadie que conoce esa tienda. Okay, let's look at this. We have the word nunca. Vi a nadie que conoce esa tienda. Vi comes from the verb ver. So let's look. Nunca a nadie. Both words that show up here. Nadie and nunca. So this tells us that it's not necessarily to have no and then the negative word. We can also have two negative words within the same sentence, which in English will be I've never known anyone that knows that store. I've never seen someone that knows that store. I'm sorry. However, someone will be an indefinite word in English. In Spanish, we're going to use nadie, nobody. I've never seen nobody that knows that store. Again, it's something that it's encouraged in English but acceptable in Spanish. Okay, guys, this is all for this grammar point 7.2. However, if you have more questions, please submit them in your discussion board area. I'll be more than happy to help you out with this or hear what other of your classmates have to suggest. Have a good one.